Okay, we are live.
Hey guys, happy Monday. All
It
right.
always takes a couple of seconds for it to like connect with Facebook.
I can't upload any reels right now for some reason.
Facebook is just
It's not
uh
it's not working. I
it's
tried
not it's not working.
I
No.
tried I tried 3 times and it's saying 0%.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That's
Okay,
crazy.
I'm
All
gonna
right, I'm gonna share this out to my two groups, so hopefully people will see us and come in. Uh
I'm gonna share us
Yes. Yeah.
too.
The first
There,
couple of minutes. Oh, I see some people hopping on.
I
If you come in, say
see.
hi so we know you're here, guys. Okay. And then let us know if you can hear us and see us okay. Hi, Sandy. How are you?
Hey
Welcome.
Sandy, welcome guys.
Okay. All right. Just say hi as you hop in. I'm Debbie from Paper Sweeties, and this is my lovely guest, Michelle from Embellish the Season. We're going live together duoing all month long in September. Our theme is Christmas gingerbread. I'm working on the same project for the 4 weeks Michelle and I are together, and Michelle
Mhm.
is going to spin her ideas and show 4 different ways you could do Christmas gingerbread based on our little inspiration photo.
Mhm. Yep,
Look at
this
her
one.
cake from last week.
So
I
this
love
was
it
last week.
so much.
I know. So this was last week's cake, and I finished it off because I said, like, I kind of sometimes will step away and look at it a little. There was some areas that needed to be kind of filled, so I'll just go slow. So this stencil I used was on foam, and I'm going to use the same stencil again on something else because I can make a cohesive set. So I
I
just
love
added,
it.
this had all mixed medias and all kinds of stuff on here. So it came out really cute. Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for
Super
joining.
cute.
So I
I'm
just
bummed.
wanted to share that.
I'm bummed they
And
don't have that same stencil because I now that I saw you use it, I want it.
well, I was able to find it from one of my designer friends for someone. And so if anyone wants it, I can ask around because it's retired. Both of the ones I'm using are retired because the um, holiday is coming out. So there's new gingerbread coming. I have a funny feeling.
Okay,
So
yeah.
anyway,
Well,
but
yeah.
yeah,
I'll
we're
have
kind of
to.
like,
Hi, Shannon. Hi, Tina. Hi, Lydia.
hi
I'll have to see
guys.
what they come out with the new, and if not, maybe you can find me one. You guys,
Yeah.
I want to share really quick before I get into my gingerbread stuff. Some of you were with me yesterday and saw me make this little Candyland ghosty with the spoon live. It is for a silent auction fundraising event to benefit Missy Collins' family. I'm not sure if you guys know her, but she had a recent tragedy. Her son was expecting twins, and at 19 weeks, the babies had to be delivered premature, and neither
Oh.
of them survived.
Oh.
So I know. So we're doing a little fundraising event. It's called Hearts in Harmony. Is the group. It's a public group, and the auction went live today at noon. So this project I created yesterday is up for auction. I also gave them this one to put into the auction. There's a good 30 different things. Some are supplies, some are handmade things, you guys, from all kind of different creators and crafters in there. So go check it out. Maybe something will catch your eye and you'll be able to bid on something and get it.
That's awesome.
I
Hi,
know.
everyone. Thank you guys
Okay.
for joining. Hey,
Okay.
Shannon, Tina,
All
Lynette,
right. Let's craft.
Marcella. Awesome. All right.
I'm
So
working again on my gingerbread train that I started last week. So I'm just going to sit here and work on it and show you elements. And I'm going to let Michelle go ahead because she has a lot more explaining to do because she has a whole new project today.
all right, guys. So thank you, my friend. And thank you again for having me. So the cake that I did, yes, these are older designs. And the thing about Chalk Couture stencils are they're reusable. So, oh, there's a baby. There's a baby right there. Hi, baby.
There's Emma said hi, Bailey. So Bailey had to come
Oh.
over here. Okay.
So these are reusable. So I'm going to do today something cohesive to the cake, right? So here's the cake on a fake bake with foam. So what I have today is actually a pillow cover, and I am going to use the same stencil, but instead of using the paste, which is what I used on the cake, I'm going to use ink. So ink is a medium that seals with heat, and you can machine wash it if you want to. Now, I will just tell you, I do create on pillow covers with paste because if they're not going to be washed, which a lot of times decorative things are not, it's okay. But the medium for textiles is ink, and you heat seal it. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, I'm also going to incorporate another older design. So I was telling Debbie just a few minutes ago that our holiday launching is coming, and there'll probably be more of this type of theme. These are older designs, but I do like to share them because they're not old or stale. And so I am going to show you how you can use part of a design and incorporate that little train. So
So
thanks
cool.
everyone for joining. Thank you so much. And oh, Albert put the link to Hearts and Harmony group for you.
Thank you so much, Albert.
So
And
this
you
is an
guys, tonight is bingo night too. So make sure if you want to play bingo over on my business page, you get your numbers in by 6:55 p.m. Eastern in order to play, to be eligible for prize.
all right. So this is an adhesive mat, and it's sticky. And the purpose of this is that it keeps your right, Shannon? I know. I hope they have some more gingerbread or this kind of whimsy stuff because that's my vibe. I'm not really into like certain. I like everything, but I gravitate towards that. So the sticky mat helps prevent your whatever you're using, a t-shirt, like this was a Halloween t-shirt made. It just prevents it from sliding around, and you stick your stencil on, then you can work just like you would on a hard surface. That's the reason for it. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to chalk this just part that says Gingerbread Baking Co. And
So cute.
you don't have to use all of these designs like in its entirety. You can just use bits and pieces. And I am going to clean them as well and show you how I do that because this isn't going to take me very long. So that's kind of what I'll be doing today, guys. Hi, Betsy.
Okay, so you
All
guys
right.
saw I was showing in the background as Michelle was explaining. I got this smaller frosting mold from Annie's Treasures, and I went ahead and pre-did a bunch of them because I had to stick them in the freezer in between. And then I did my Tupperware trick where I just laid them on parchment in my Tupperware container. I did them a week ago, and they're still wet, guys. So as long as you put them in a airtight sealed container, they'll stay wet. And then they were 14 little frostings long, and I cut them in half, 7. It worked out perfect. And now you see I'm putting them in the corners of the little box cars for the gingerbread train. Hi, Jan. Hi, Love Bug. Hi, Barbara. Barbara says, "You ladies do your magic."
I am trying to, but I'm having today's a challenging day. Can I just tell you it's the Mondayest Monday of Mondays.
Monday is
Hi,
Monday.
Wendy. Hi, Jan. Hello, Carissa. Thank you all for joining. Sorry. So these big designs might they're really not hard to work with. I'm just having a Monday.
A
So
Monday.
it's just a Monday. So I'm only going to do this top part. So that's why I'm fighting with it. But really, you don't really you really don't bite with this. It's just me. All right, and I can do double sides of this. So if I had another design that I wanted to do, I could do that also. Here's what I'm gonna do. This is a brand new ink mat, and Shannon knows how sticky they are. They are seriously sticky. I see you, crafty man. All right,
Yes,
so
Michelle, we see you.
all
Hi,
right.
Michelle. Glitzy Yaya. Welcome. Hi, Wendy. Hi,
Hello,
ladies.
everyone. All right. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure you can see, and I also want to make sure I don't stick myself to everything and anything here. I mean, that's basically what will happen to me. I'll go over here. There we go. Now I'm centered. Okay. So now I've applied this design on top of a pillowcase. So this is a lumbar pillow that comes from my site, and I'm going to make sure all the bubbles are out. So it sticks just like any stencil if you're familiar with stencils. I'm glad you guys can
So
see.
guys,
Thank
I
you,
did the
everybody.
little mini frostings in lieu of doing like just a rolled worm to just give it a little extra little fancy texture. I mean, but if you didn't have that mold and you wanted to make these, you could just roll a worm and put them to look like your piped royal icing in the corners. And see, remember last week when I put the waffle panels on, I says, I'm not going to worry about the seams because we're going to cover them. And this little trick here works perfect to cover the seams so you don't see them at all.
And I am going to mask off a little bit. So it reminds, you don't have to, but it helps me remember not to chalk this. I'm going to not chalk the center on this. All right.
And it works out perfect that there are 14 little frosting swirls. And when I cut it in half and have 7, it's the perfect size for my box. And this is one of the paper mache boxes from the Dollar Tree. And I just hot glued on the inside squares of scrap styrofoam because we're gonna put little sweet treats in here and build it up. So uh it just, I didn't plan it that way, it just worked out perfect. So thank you to the craft gods today.
They better be nice to me because I'm having challenges already.
Oh goodness,
I'm already
goodness,
challenged. Why? All right.
goodness.
All right, guys. So I'm going to take this chalk ink. It looks just like the paste I used last week if you were here. And this is a squeegee. And I already made sure I don't have any bubbles. So I'm keeping it very basic. I'm only actually using 3, maybe 4, but 3 colors. So this is called Candy Apple Red. The thing with
Pretty.
ink, you have to go, well, you don't have to. It's suggested that you stay in one direction. And the reason is to prevent it from going underneath and bleeding, and then you'll be sad. So you want to make sure you just take your time and you're just applying it in small amounts. There are people that just put a lot on, and that's okay. I just like to take my time. And
That makes sense. That makes total sense.
because if it gets under the screen, it'll just feather out and bleed. And
Yeah.
then you
I
feel, then yeah.
I had wondered about that. I told you, Michelle, I have supplies and I've only kind of sort of played with one. I had a little flamingo stencil once, but I have other cute stencils that I haven't tried yet. And that was my fear. Like, how much do you put on? Because I don't want it to bleed under.
Yeah, so the key to any surface, I mean, if you have a reusable surface like a chalkboard, it'll just clean off. That's not worrisome. Ink can be a little tricky because anything you get this on is basically there. And I never want to say like, oh, no, I would say with ink, you have to just take your time and be intentional, know exactly like your pressure. And it's something you just have to kind of like practice because Carly, um, was kind of talking to me about it. And I, kind of was explaining that the ink is the same application. It's just You just want to make sure you got no bubbles. That's all.
Yeah,
So,
that makes sense.
and yeah,
That makes sense. Look how quick this goes, guys, when you prep all your little frostings ahead. So, like one evening, when I was working on stuff, I just kept putting the white clay into the mold and I would stick it in my freezer for like 10 minutes and then go get it, bring it out, put it in my Tupperware container. So then when you go
eh,
to sit down, work on your project, you've got all your stuff prepped and you could just go.
I love that.
It makes it
Oh,
nice
thank
and
you.
easy.
Thank you, Joan. That's very kind. We
I
try.
know.
We try to talk and craft. Try to talk and craft.
Sometimes that's hard, especially on a Monday. Okay, guys, the 2 box cars, all the seams are covered. Look how perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So cute. Easy
I,
peasy, too.
I can't
Set
wait
them
till that
aside.
you're done with that. That's going to be so cute.
Me too. I can't wait to see how it comes out. All right, and then
Well,
this is our engine, our locomotive, and it was just scrap, 2 pieces of scrap styrofoam. Remember, guys, I glued together, and then we did the same thing. I rolled the clay out on a waffle mat, covered the 4 sides, didn't worry about the side seams. And then on the top, because this is going to be covered with so much of the pieces for the locomotive top, I just covered it with a square piece of foam clay. I didn't bother to waffle it. Talk
okay.
and craft, but not talking about craft.
Right.
Michelle. Michelle.
I know, right? All right. So what I'm going to do is I only picked what I wanted to actually put on here because this is a big design. So now what I do is I really take my time and I lift, and we call it like lift and look. So if you lift and look, it's still adhered. So I see an area maybe I didn't press down so hard and I can go back over it and touch it up. And I just slowly start peeling it. And the reason I like this is because I think I talked about this last week. I don't like weeding the like vinyl. It's not that I probably couldn't. I'm just a person that likes to craft fast, and that's kind of time consuming. And I just get, so I kind of gravitated towards this. But these are pre-designed, but of course, Cricuts, you can design your own. Okay.
Yeah, and so I have a silhouette, so I
Yeah,
cut my vinyl and my
same
silhouette.
thing.
Same thing. Yep,
Okay.
same thing.
So here it is. You can see that I have it right here on there. And I'm just going to set this aside for just a second. Okay. That'll help it dry. But I'm going to bring back the stencil, and I'm going to spray it, and I'm going to wipe it off and show you that I'm going to do that and dry it. And then it'll be ready if I want to use some other little part. So usually I would take this to the sink, but obviously I'm not at my sink. So I have this water bottle, and I'm going to use that. And this is like a dry erase board, like a board eraser. You can use Mr. Clean with no chemical, a Clorox wipe, and all of that.
Nice.
Did everybody have a good weekend? It was my husband's birthday, so I had a
Aw,
little gathering. And when you cook at home, it's a lot of work.
it is. We had company over Saturday night as well. My husband smoked not a brisket, a tri-tip, which is like kind of it's a nice cut of meat. It doesn't have a
Mm,
lot of fat on it. It's not a brisket, but it's like a brisket. And he
yeah,
smoked it for hours and then he cooked it and it came out so good. And I did
but
some smashed potatoes and some fresh cucumbers with ranch dressing and some fresh green beans. And then our friends that came over brought a homemade strawberry pie with homemade whipped cream topping. Oh my God, it was so good.
well, we must have been on the same vibe because I did barbecue baby back ribs,
Yum.
barbecued chicken, smoked sausage, baked potatoes,
Holy cow.
and corn.
Yum.
And yeah, it was nice, but I was exhausted yesterday. I never got out of my pajamas. You
Me
hosted at the
too.
lake? Oh, that's so nice when people bring food.
For sure. I had a live yesterday. Well, for the fundraising event, I had to go
Yeah,
live and it was all I could do. Even when I started, I'm like, I'm sorry, guys, I'm having a hard time with my words. I don't know what's wrong with me. And then when I finished, I literally couch potatoed the whole rest of the day. I was so tired.
that's what I
When
did.
you
I
do
watched. Oh,
host, you have to clean your whole house, you have to
yeah,
clean all your bathrooms, then you have to grocery shop, and then you have to do all the cooking.
yep.
uh it's a lot. It's a lot. And I mean, I am 61 years old. It's a
I
lot.
know,
It's
girl.
a
I'm
lot.
with you. I get it. I get it. I was like, yesterday, it was the first day of football, and I don't know if anyone likes football, but I just
Yes.
sat there from morning till night, literally from 10 to 8, and I ate breakfast and lunch on my couch. Okay, this
How
is all
fun.
clean. This is all clean. I used water. I used that little, this is a dish mat that I have in my craft room that I just like to use for that reason. Okay. And then I'm going to set this aside for the moment.
Brisket is
And
yummy, Michelle.
it was good. It was good. It was good. But again, it's tiring. I used to be really good at parties and now I'm a party pooper.
Well, I mean, us too. And we owned a bed and breakfast for 5 years, and I right before we moved here, and I feel like that broke me because that
Yeah.
was so much work. I didn't have a staff. I did it all myself. I
Yeah.
did all the inside, he did all the outside,
Yep.
which it was fun. I'm glad I got it out of my system, but it was a dang lot of work. So now I'm very selective.
Yeah.
And hi, Shelby, how are you? I'm very selective who I invite over, and I only do like twosies. I'll only invite two people over at a time. That's so
I
cute,
hear you.
Michelle.
All right. Basic bread. Yes. Cute.
Shelby, we're continuing to work on the little gingerbread train that I started last week. So here's my two little box cars, and then here's where we are at so far with the engine. And then everything's trash to treasure. I started this last week. That's gonna be like the back of the locomotive. This is a toothpick container. That's gonna go like that. You see, I still have some more work to do, but everything's trash to treasure.
That's going to be so cool. Hey, everyone. Thank you. Oh, Suzanne, don't forget about tonight. Tonight's another game. Another game. So I feel very like I'm so happy.
How fun.
My husband's not into sports, okay, but I am.
Oh my gosh, my husband is. Yeah, he was so excited. He was watching golf yesterday, football yesterday, and tennis yesterday. He was in his happy place.
Oh, that's funny. I was watching tennis and football. All right, so this is the little train like I did on my cake, and I'm just going to do it across the bottom, and I'm kind of just like winging it here. Um, Hey everyone! Oh, thank you. So I just want to let you guys know that yes, these are older designs. I can tell you the year they were, and Shannon understands. So this is 2024. The other one's 2023. There's new stuff coming out, but it doesn't mean we should forget the stuff we have because
Right.
sometimes it's just like going to the craft store or Hobby Lobby with all the decorations and stuff because we have it, but we want the new stuff.
Yeah. You need to shop your stash. Shop
That's
your stash.
I love doing that.
Me too.
I love doing that.
Me
I'm gonna
too.
stand up for just a second. All right.
Yeah, you see, I had to stand. When I roll clay, I have to stand. And guys, don't forget, I think I mentioned it, but don't forget tonight's bingo on paper, sweeties. So if you want to play to be eligible to win a prize, you have to get your five numbers in by 6:55 p.m. Eastern. So, and the bingo post is pinned to the top of my page. And we will get started at 7 p.m. Eastern tonight. This is a splat cutter from See My 3D Prints. I'm going to add a little bit of oil. It won't need a lot because it's not a super intricate cookie cutter, but just so it comes out clean, I like to add a little oil to the edges.
I
Just to help.
love shopping the stash. Okay.
Totally. Totally.
And
That was
another,
my New Year's resolution this year. Shop the stash, Debbie. Don't go buy anything new.
I
Please
know.
use what you have. We need to get it trending, Susan. Hashtag shop the stash.
Yeah. All right. And I am famous for not using a tape measure or anything else because I just like to fly by the seat of my crafty pants, and I do that really
Crafty
good.
pants.
And I do that really well, just so you guys know. I don't really want to measure, stop. I went to fashion school and I couldn't handle it because I was like, I am not going to measure anything. Okay. So I was like, oh, the minute they brought a ruler out, I was like, I'm out.
I know I'm not super good at measuring. I'm not good at math. So anything with numbers, I'm not good at.
I don't want to.
No. No.
Okay. Let me just lift this and stick this because this is not quite wide enough for this lumbar pillow, but I'm
Hey
just
guys, I
gonna
just
stick it in.
smoothed the raggedy edges down. It wasn't super too bad. If you do oil your cutter, it comes out a little bit cleaner. And then I'm gonna put some tacky glue on the back side of this splat just to help it stick because our graham cracker foam clay is dry because we did that last week. So just to help it stick a little bit, guys, I'm just gonna add a little bit of just regular plain old Aleene's tacky glue.
So I just put the train out here. This has a lot of part pieces, but I don't have to use every single one, especially if it's not going to fit. Um, I could have started it. I just want it kind of centered because I might add some ribbon to this. I like to embellish my little decorative things with hot glue because I'm not going to actually wash them. Like, do you guys have pillows and things, throws and stuff that you tell your family, don't touch it,
Oh my gosh, yes,
don't do that?
totally.
That's me.
Yes.
Don't touch that dish towel. That's for
Holiday
pretty.
and every day. I like
That's,
my couch came with pillows, decorative pillows,
yeah,
and I only put them out like when actually I have them on like rocker accent chairs in my living room,
yeah,
and people are only allowed to use them when company comes.
yeah. Oh my goodness. That's like my kids, like they're teenagers and stuff, but they well, I flop on the couch too, but I put the pillows back. I have a throw problem. I have a throw blanket problem.
Yes,
I
yes,
have pillows. I love well, we all love the things. All right, this is
yes.
shimmer copper, which kind of for me, I don't want to make a custom color. This is as close to the gingerbread. I'm going to do an overlay. So I'm just going to do this and then I'm going to paint it in, wash this and relay it down and add the white. So like that would be like frosting. Yeah, not for functional use. I
Mm-mm.
even have it on my entrance outside.
Decorations only.
Yeah,
I have pets. I have pets too. I have Bailey. So, and I have a white couch in my family room. You guys, what was I thinking? I
oh
mean, I must have been cuckoo when I ordered that couch, but I have it just all covered. I have it covered with like white throws, just
my
so
gosh.
it won't get dirty from the dog. Okay,
Yeah.
guys, this is the trickiest part. When you have the glue on that side, it's kind of hard to hold. And you only kind of get one chance to put it down. So I'm eyeballing it where I want my drip to fall.
This is shimmer copper and it has a little bit of sparkle to it. So it's kind of cool because now I'm going to maybe say I lied or maybe because, we create as we go. So I may or may not put an overlay. I might not do an overlay. I don't think I'm going to. I actually am not going to. I'm going to leave it transparent and I'm going to just add some embellishments. But I am going to clean it because if I finish fast, I might be able to pop this on a dish towel. Just depends. I'm not moving super fast because of I was telling Debbie because I've got this shoulder thing going on. And if
No
I didn't
bueno.
see your comment, I will go back over and check them. Thank you so much.
Same here, guys. You know, a lot of times when we're crafting, we're looking down and we're not being rude, just missing the comments. So and most often I do go back and rewatch, and then I do comment and answer questions if I miss anything during the actual live. Okay, guys, so that made the cutest little drip kind of blanket situation inside our box car. And then next week we'll start working on little sweet treats to go in our gingerbread box cars. And then the final week that Michelle and I are together, we'll go ahead and assemble it. It's going to be super cute.
I feel like the month is going to go fast.
Yes.
It feels
Yeah,
like everything's going fast. All
it
right.
does. It was
I don't
just
know.
like January and then it was summer and I blinked and summer's over.
I
Feels like
know.
summer just started. Now summer's over. And I'm gonna blink and it'll be time. I put Christmas up November 1st, and that is like in 2 days. Uh,
I don't know.
that's what
Me
it'll feel
too.
like.
I
Yeah.
mean, I have a lot of Christmas decorations. We had this conversation also, you guys. We're Christmas lovers.
Yep.
So I have like a 10-foot nutcracker standing in my bedroom
I love it.
because
I love it. I love it.
we because we were cleaning the garage and he needed to be somewhere and somewhere had to be protected. So it's okay. I have a big nutcracker in my bedroom.
I love it.
I am going to show you this. I am not going to. So I'm peeling and checking and laying. You want summer to stay? It's still hot here, dear. Over here in Vegas, it is still hot, like hot, hot. It's humid right now, and
Is that, yeah.
yeah, and
So
I mean like a little.
for our company, what November we need to start in October. Correct, Shelby. I mean, I probably will start bringing some stuff out. Shelby and I and Michelle are crazy Christmas people. We have all of the things. I mean, yeah. So I
Always
used
want to
to put
check your
up
hands.
12 when we had the B&B. I used to put up 12 Christmas trees.
Oh,
Now I only do 6. I only do
only
6.
6. Oh, I was
Only
gonna
6.
say, I bought a brand new one last year, on clearance, and I don't even know what it looks like, just to put like somewhere.
Nice. I
Hey,
love that.
Shay. I'm making sure I don't have any ink on my hands because obviously I'm working with white and so let me just show you guys really quick. So here's my little gingerbread little train, and I don't need to do what I was originally going to do because working on the white, it gives it, you can see all the detail. But this design has some little bits and pieces I can add on. So again, I'm going to set this aside and I'm going to wash this because I think it's kind of cool to see that you can clean this quickly, dry it, put it back, and have it for the next time.
Nice.
Hey,
Yeah.
Carly.
Carly,
It's
how are
hot in
you?
Florida.
Yeah, it's still very warm here in southern North Carolina too. Like I said, I had our friends came over Saturday for the barbecue. The weekend before we had company over and we could eat outside. This past Saturday we couldn't. It was too hot. And then
Wow.
we went for a buggy ride around the neighborhood and we came back and we were doing the fire pit and having dessert by the fire pit. And it was humid out. I brought blankets out, but we weren't really snuggling because it was warm out. So
Yeah.
we had the fire pit going just for ambiance. We didn't really need it.
Well, we had a weird kind of year. We had um heat quick and then it got cool and then it got hot, hot. I don't
Our
know.
spring here was very rainy. Our spring was very rainy. And then it just turned hot, like overnight.
Yeah.
It went from spring to 90 degrees overnight.
Wow.
All right, so I just rolled out another piece of white clay, guys, and we're just gonna rinse and repeat. I'm gonna get my cutter. I'm gonna add a little bit more oil around the edges just so it'll behave and make a nice clean cut for me with as
I'm
few
just
jaggedy edges as possible.
and I'm just cleaning my transfer here so you guys can see.
So Michelle, I might have missed it. I'm sure
Yeah.
you shared. What when you finish this, what
Yeah.
are you going to, is it a pillow cover?
It is.
Um,
I'm sorry. I
okay.
don't know. It's a lumbar pillow cover. I don't know if
Oh, you did say
I
that.
thought
You did say
I
that. Yes.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's a lumbar pillow cover. Yes, Ramona. Actually, so okay, this is a good question, and I talked about it last week. So we have these jars, and the jars have pigments, especially the inks. If you put tap water, like let's say you're working out of your jar, it'll make it murky and contaminate it. So I keep distilled water in my little sprayer, and then I have distilled water down on the bottom. But to clean, you can use tap water, like plain water. You can just
Gotcha.
use plain water, but if you're gonna like do you know, like dipping in your jar, unless you go on the outside of your jar, like put it on a plate, then you can use whatever. But you don't want to like keep, you know, you don't want to just keep using tap water as a habit in your jar. All right, so that's clean. And I'm gonna just dry these. So this is just a microfiber towel, and I'll put it on top of here, and then I can put it back on the backer sheet. And while I was doing that, it lets me show you, but then it also lets that dry for a second, and then make sure we've got nothing here so I don't dirty my tabletop. But the short answer is yes, you can wash with clear, like tap water, but if you're going to paint, paint with distilled water. And I
Got it.
always check my hands because, all right.
You guys, I told you I was a couch potato after my live yesterday, so I was watching some stuff on Netflix. Has anyone watched? It just dropped the 1000 Tomorrows. Has anyone watched that one? The cowboy one. He was a bull rider and she was a barrel racer. Has anyone seen that one yet? If you
I
haven't, and if you
haven't.
have Netflix, you guys, that was a really good it was a really good movie.
I'm just adding a little air so it'll speed up the drying. It's already pretty dry, but I'm gonna add like a little overlay and stuff. Oh, I can't wait to see your potion bottle. She got a stencil that was some potion. I did this potion bottle out of a Dawn bottle. I'll have to show. And then I
So
want to see
cute.
yours. Oh, I can't wait. Okay.
Super cute.
This is a potion bottle out of a Dawn. This was Trash
I
to
love
Treasure.
it. Yes,
And
trash
so
to
Curly
treasure.
was like, yeah, I want that. And so it was, I think I have a video on that somewhere. It's recent. All right.
All
So
right,
now,
so you don't have to have your drips match, but you guys know how I am. I kind of am crazy that way. So I'm gonna see if I could get my drips to match up with how I put them on the first one.
and
I think I'll be able to do it.
these have little overlays and you don't have to use them, but it's got this little bow. So I'm just going to put the bow at the front of the, um, right here on the front of the train, or maybe I'll just put it right here. And it's all dry, so you're just doing the same thing. I'm just going to go right on top of here. Oh, thanks. Yeah, that was fun. I did, it was with napkins and stuff like that, and just like dollar store items. And it's fun what you can create out of trash, right?
Oh, totally, totally. Hi, Brandy. How are you? You're my friend, Brandy.
I put a
She's
little
one of
bow.
my paper crafting friends that I've converted to fake bake.
Oh,
I've converted her to fake baking.
I think fake bake is probably one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. It was so fun to just play with clay. I do, but not like I
It's
said all the time.
it's so fun. And I
It
used to
is.
back in the day, way back, remember polymer clay. I used to do
Mm-hmm.
polymer clay, the kind that you have to bake in the oven and all of that. And I enjoyed that, but it was so hard to condition
Yeah.
that I ended up giving it up because it was just so hard to condition. Now, like the foam clay, forget about it. It's like it's easy peasy.
Well, I wanted to do a project that I saw, which I'm going to still try it right now with my shoulder. I'm having a hard time like doing extension.
Yeah.
Um, I do have a live. Hello, Brandy. I do have a live video. You can find it on my page under videos of that potion bottle. So here's the little train on
So
here.
cute. So
And you
cute.
know, it's so the good thing about this for me is like I could add a lot of things and but what I am going to add is some ribbon to this, but I also wanted to add a gingerbread. So I have this gingerbread guy, and this is just to make like a little cohesive set with stuff. And this is kind of what I really just wanted to share is that you can um kind of use this in different ways and bits and pieces, and you don't have to feel like all you have to do is make it as it's presented on the original design. You can kind of piece together, and this is very simplistic for me. Um, so I always make things a little harder for myself somehow. So I'm trying to, oh, this is hot. Okay. So let's see. I've got this that I already cleaned, and I can actually add some little swirls on here. Yes, this is actually a lumbar pillow. So it's a lumbar pillow, and it's a blank, and it's 12 by 24 inches, if that gives you an idea. And that comes, that was from my chalk site. I know they have different textiles now, but you can find blanks on Amazon and also at Hobby Lobby in the sublimation area. They have a ton of things very cost effective that you could actually, if you wanted to, make a variety of gifts. So I always think about like, oh, my sister's not really, doesn't really wear this, but I could make her like maybe something for her kitchen, or someone else doesn't really decorate their kitchen. I can make the same design and I can, maybe make it into a t-shirt kind of thing.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
Suzanne had a fun, yeah, aren't they fun? I know, they're so fun. All right, so I'm just gonna put this as the backer sheet, and I'm just gonna put this over the train just because I don't want it to lift anything. And I'm just gonna lay this down so I can add a little bit of swirls or something here.
We're gonna work on
Because,
the whatever this is. This is for the engine car, and whatever this is that sticks up, it's the part of the locomotive, the engine that drives it. So this was a plastic container that I got sprinkles in, and then I cut a styrofoam ball in half, glued it to the top, and then just covered it with the graham cracker foam clay. Trash to treasure, guys. I'm gonna roll out some more white clay, and we're gonna make frosting drip using this cookie cutter to put on top of the styrofoam ball there. It's coming together, guys. It's starting to look like a gingerbread train. Coming together.
it is.
Last week it didn't look like much, but this week you definitely can look at it and say, oh, that's going to be some kind of a cute train.
All right, and then I just laid this down because I'm picking and choosing this part that I want. I'm not obviously, I'm trying to get it to be balanced on each side without like including all of this because there's a lot of things you can do, but I'm trying to just be intentional. And this is a color called Ever After. So we get colors of the month, and every month they have a featured exclusive color with a, certain amount. I'm using this color, it's like a metallic green, just to give it a little pop on here.
When I worked at White House Black Market, 90% of the clothes were white and black, but we also had color of the month. So they would have like
Oh,
certain things, embellishments, and then certain tops and stuff that would be like the color of the month.
I remember when they added burgundy. I loved
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
And then now they do a lot more. That we have a store, but I rarely go over because it's an outdoor kind of mall, and it's hot here in the. Yes, I'm using ink, Lisa. Yes, this is chalk ink. I rarely go to the outdoor ones in the summer because it's just too hot here.
Yeah.
So it's better to you can't really walk and not melt.
Right. Yeah. All right. Hopefully this scallop circle cookie cutter, you guys, will be the size that I need. If not, we'll just have to get a bigger one and do it again. But hopefully it'll be the size that I need.
Yes, my doggies must see something through the window. I have like a glass door that has a little distortion. The sticky does not come off after washing. You can use these 12 times at 10 to 12 times, if not more, depending on how, if you take care of them. So the backing on these regenerates it. It's just like a sticker, and, you put it back on when you're done. You wash it, dry it, and then you do that.
That was not big enough, guys. I could always roll it to extend it, but I feel like it was too short. So I'm gonna try to cut one with a larger scallop cookie cutter, and let's give that a try. Make sure I am in view so you can see what I'm doing.
All right. And I'm going to just lift and look and just kind of retouch up a couple of spots. I added just a tidge of green.
It's like when you're, Michelle, it's like when you're baking and it's getting close to the end and you
Yeah.
take your toothpick to just quickly poke at it to see if it's done. Just have to
No,
take a little peek.
just a peek, a
Just a
peek. You
peek.
don't want to
Don't
take it
lift
all
it
the way
too
off.
much. Don't
You
lift it
don't
too
want
much because you'll never
no,
line it back up.
that's correct. But what's kind of cool is they have created the designs now have a little more transparency on the non-stenciled part, so it's less opaque, and you can line it up and see through it a little better. So I'm
Oh, that
making
makes
sure I
it
don't have ink on
nice.
my hands. That's the thing. All right.
That,
So
that
you
makes
can
it
see
nice.
I just added a titch of green, just a little bit, not a lot. And I'm going to make sure that this is dry, and I'm going to show you this ribbon I have because I know we're getting close, and I'm going to heat set it. Now, another fun thing I would do if I wanted to make it more whimsy is I could add polka dots. I could use my dauber with some watered down ink, and then I can pounce, or I could use fabric paint on this. So I'm removing it from this sticky adhesive mat, and I'm going to pull this. This is brand new. Like, I literally just got it over the weekend, so it has got some good stick. It's
Nice.
like
It's like
Christmas
a
here.
silhouette mat or a cricket mat when you first buy it. So
Exactly.
sticky. So
Exactly.
sticky.
So sticky.
The hardest part now, when you get to this point with this train, guys, is just finding the correct shapes and sizes for what you need. You saw I cut 2 scallop circles and they were both too small. So I'm sizing up. Sizing up. Hopefully this one is gonna work now.
All right. And just as a little reminder while I'm waiting for my press to heat. So these are older designs, but there's new designs that are coming out, and I don't know what they are, but I look forward to seeing them because it's like just like when Hobby Lobby puts their stuff out, you got to go see and check it out. So this is a little tabletop ironing board,
Oh, how
and
cute.
I have it just in here. You do need to cover the ink. So I have for years and years and years, like 5 years at least now, I have been using parchment paper, which works great. We have it in our kitchen. You can use it. It's reusable. But I got Teflon mats and these Teflon sheets. So I'm going to hold it up. And I got these on Amazon. They were caught like $5 for 3. And they're multi-purpose and you can do up to 550 degrees. I don't think I do anything at that, at that heat, but it's cool, right? So I'm going to show you how you can just use either or I'll just use another one of this. I think this one's pretty big.
I have a Teflon sheet that I use when I do t-shirts or totes or whatever with my silhouette,
Yeah,
and they work really well.
I don't know why I waited so long.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm going to slip it in because when you heat set it, sometimes, you don't want it to go through. I've never had it go through, but you never know. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna put it inside. And I rarely work with white, so it's like I'm like, oh boy, kind of like wearing a white shirt sometimes.
Yeah.
So I've put the sheets inside. I'm gonna heat set it so that it will be permanent. And I have a Cricut press. I have mine at 320, um, and I do 30 seconds. And I'm just sealing it, and now it'll make it washable. Just like my shirt. I've had this for like, I don't know how many years. It doesn't crack. It doesn't peel. It really lasts. That's the one
Perfect.
thing I think. But our goal was to try to I wanted to kind of mirror something relatable to what she was creating. So that's why I am doing like this same design, but in different ways.
I love it so much. All right, guys. So I finally got the right size, and just go big. I started out with too small, and it was ended up being too short because I wanted to obviously to cover the styrofoam ball, but you wanted to drape over a little bit too. So super cute. So go big.
And Ladeth is up next. Are you by yourself today? Is she by herself today?
Let me pull up
Because I didn't
the
I don't have mine visible. Oh, down the Flagstone path. Oh, nice. Cool. So you guys want to refresh and go follow each one so that you can catch all the inspiration
yeah,
and cool
go
stuff.
back, watch the replays, some super cute stuff shared today. Uh, let's see. All right, so on at 3 p.m., immediately after us is Catherine with Down a Flagstone Path hosting Lydia's Creations. At 4 p.m. is Kathleen Cabardella. I do believe she's hosting a sale. At 5 p.m. is Crafty Ladies and Family Priscilla, who's hosting her bestie Kim, Kim's Reason Decor and more. At 6 p.m. is Shay's Creations hosting Boutique Poudre de Fée. At 7 p.m. is Jones Designs and Creations hosting Nicole's Great Creations. And at 8 p.m., rounding out the day, is my sweet friend Maricela from Mariposa's Creations hosting my other sweet friend, Crafty Amy Girl. What a great lineup today, y'all!
No, it's a full day, a full
A
day.
full day. All right,
Okay,
so I'm
so
gonna come back in with a smaller scalloped circle cutter now and make a little drip to go. No, I'm gonna wait because we want to cover the front of this with pink, guys. We want to cover the front of this toothpick holder with pink.
and I have some like dead space on the side. So what I'm going to do, and I do this all the time, is I like to embellish. That's why I call myself what I call myself.
Yes.
So I don't worry about washing this. This is going to be pretty, and no one's going to touch it. They better not touch it.
Right? It's
And
here
I'm
for
just going to
decoration
fill.
only.
That's right. So I'm just going to fill to the sides on each side. This is the cheating weight. You could also use, if you wanted to, the Heat and Bond Ultra. You can do that on ribbon too. But for time purposes, I'm just going to use my hot glue because it never fails me. And I'm going to fill each side. And if you want to add tassels, if you want to add like rhinestones, if you want to add this, that, and the other. So that's right, Rhonda, because what's so funny is you know, you like to like learn stuff. I do. But
Totally.
that's why I love to learn from everybody and a little of this and a little of that.
So you guys, this we did last week was the cork, the wine cork I cut in half. We covered it with the cotton candy foam clay just around the sides. Don't worry about the top and bottom. I'm poking a hole in the center with my pokey tool. And I got these that I'm obsessed with, these little tufts that you get from Hobby Lobby. They come in a pack with white, baby pink, and hot pink. I'm going to snip the toothpick off in half. We don't need the whole toothpick. Cover a little bit of the bottom with some super glue and then stick it into your wine cork.
So here's an instant trim using this glittery peppermint ribbon. And I'm telling you, you can't get any easier than that. So here's it without with. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side over here. And I'm just using barely any of it. And you know I don't measure, I just said that. So I just like look and glue. I just look
Look
and
and
glue
glue.
and
I
just
left
commit.
too much of the toothpick, you guys, and you saw as I was pushing it in, it cracked. So I pulled it back out. I cut some more of the toothpick off, and I'm going to give it a second try.
If you have a sewing machine, you know, you can always add tons of trims that way too.
Okay,
But I
guys,
just hot glue.
that is the little smokestack.
How cute.
That will be the little smokestack I'm going to add drip on here. And our little smokestack is going to go on like that. I'm going to cover this with pink. So we will pick this up again next Monday. Michelle is going to be my guest again. She will be sharing a third project inspired by this gingerbread train Christmas Candyland project. And next week, guys, I will start working on the sweet treats that will go inside our box cars. And then the fourth week that Michelle and I are together, we'll assemble it live together.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Thank you. That's precious, Michelle. You have my
came out
address,
cute.
right? You know where to send it. I
And
love it.
that's right. Don't throw it in the machine. You never know. Something might show up in your
I love
mailbox.
it so much. And it would be my, for decoration only, don't sit on it, pillow. All right, guys, thanks so much for hanging
Thanks,
out with us
guys.
today. We appreciate it very much. Thanks for
Yes.
following both our business pages, and thanks to everyone who shared us. If you're watching on the replay, leave us a little comment, hashtag replay, so we know you were here. And we are going to hop over to down a Flagstone Path
Hmm.
next and see what Catherine and Lydia have in store for us. Until next time, guys, be sweet. We love you all. And don't
Thank
forget bingo
you.
tonight. Anyone that wants to play bingo. All right, guys,
All right. Bye,
bye.
guys. Thanks.